Unless the little dragon kept moving, eventually he would be forgotten. The evil dragon's heart continued to beat, as if waiting for the little dragon to accept.
Looks like we have no choice but to get this done. Whatever happens next, Durin is going to need all of our help. Is everyone...
The little dragon and his companions blank.
Huh? What's going on? Are we running out of ink?
Once the ink runs out, is that...
I had a feeling this would happen.
What's happening to the others?
Now that the story's ink was spent, all that lay ahead were blank pages.
Hello, children. If you're hearing this recording, it's because you've reached a certain ending. You may have noticed that little Durin's experiences have been written into the pages of this book. Well, you should know that in the same way, its ending will also be written onto him. So be careful, because triggering a bad ending could be somewhat problematic. Let me guess, you're upset that I didn't warn you earlier? Don't worry though, I've thought it all through. I built a very special feature into this book, just for you, the witnesses of this tale. So, go ahead, see if you can turn back the pages. If you're not happy with the ending you've reached, just flip back a few pages and let the tale unfold once more. Pretty incredible, huh? That's the power of magic.
Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
Returning to the castle. I just never thought crossing over into a new world would create so much trouble. All I wanted was to make some friends. I'm starting to think I kind of miss being in Simulanka.
You might look back on it with fondness, but if I were you...
Why?
Sometimes, moving on with your life comes at a cost.
You don't have to worry, Durin. No matter what problem you face...
Okay. Sometimes I wish I could just go back and see it again.
As the little dragon slipped back inside the castle's walls, the clamor of the... There was no danger here, no problem. As soon as his mother finished her story, it was time for the... And so the story ended, with the little dragon
What's going on? I feel so weak.
Hey, what's happening? Durin, wake up! But, this can't be how it ends. Durin promised to bring back everyone's memory.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Unless the little dragon can...
If we go this way, we'll be returning to the castle.
Returning to the castle.
Yeah, you'll just be hiding from your problems and pretending like none of the...
I see. Do you think we could just destroy it? Be it the calamity headed for Mondstadt or my inability to leave behind a story of my own, doesn't it all come down? What if, here in this story...
Could Aunt Alice...
Either way, it's an intriguing idea.
Durin!
It's just... I'm still afraid someday even you guys will end up forgetting, but I'm not sure if I can destroy it on my own. So please, everyone, help.
With the help of his friends, the little dragon destroyed the evil dragon's heart. In his eyes, this would ensure that his story and his alone but the evil dragon's heart was like a great tree with roots digging deep beneath the surface. The gnarled roots retreated back into the frozen earth. The little dragon's story faded into nothing.
Who am I?
Is this...
And so the story ended, with the little dragon fading from sight, leaving nothing.
Oh no! That means Durin! What do we do now? But didn't we already try all the options? Ugh! We'll just have to see if there's something we missed. We'll be returning to the castle.
Returning to the castle?
Yeah, you'll just be hiding from your problems and pretending like none of the...
I see. Watch out!
Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further. Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
There you are.
Oh! Hello!
Hey! It's Mini Durin again!
I was worried I'd scare everyone off, so I've been hiding out here all this time.
You must be really nervous, huh?
I guess I am a little nervous. But I'm gonna get to stop the evil dragon and even become a human! It's all thanks to that clay man. He's the one who talked me into it. And once I'm a human, I'll be able to make loads of friends and do...
You'll make lots of friends, that's for sure. And go on.
I'm so glad to hear it. The only thing is, the clay man said become...
He's right about that. Even if you manage to become a human...
Really?
But even so, your friends will be there to help you.
Oh? Then I'm not a...
Funny, isn't it? After talking to you, I'm not... So...
Yep, I'm ready to be...
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat. And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale. At last, the little dragon accepted the evil dragon's heart, and a new life came into being. The evil dragon's heart beat in his chest, and the little dragon's soul guided him forward. Thus did the prophecy hold true, even as fate had been rewritten. And so was the little dragon born anew.
Finally! A happy ending! That must be the last step, right?
Born anew, the little dragon set off.
Huh? So, that was...
What comes next might be the most crucial part of all.
If fate really is as devious as they say,
Wow! You're all so serious all of a sudden. Durin, are you alright?
The evil dragon's heart was now one with the little dragon, yet would the little dragon dare to hold this power back?
Hey! What kind of question is that? Of course he's gonna
Time is running out.
What's up with the...
Would he dare to hold this power back? Or would he simply give in?
A Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further. The little dragon and his companions.
Huh? What's going on?
Once the ink runs out,
I had a feeling this would happen.
What's happening to the others?
Now that the story's ink was spent, all that lay ahead.
Would he dare to hold this power back? Or would he simply give in?
Not enough ink? Seriously?
Dare to hold this power back? Or would he simply give in?
Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
Would he dare to hold?
The little dragon was at an impasse, and the dark power with unchecked. The darkness engulfed every. The little dragon's story faded into nothingness.
Is this me?
And so the story ended, with the little dragon fading from.
Oh no! But what do we do now? What's going on here? Why isn't the story letting Durin just suppress the abyssal power? So, what now? Did we use too much earlier? How are we supposed to write a happy ending with only this much left? But
Well, this is Durin's story.
if there really is such a direct correlation between the story and his fate, Durin was, and still is in essence, a storybook character, written into being by M. And I suspect that has remained the case. Reviving Durin in the evil dragon's place was an act of grafting this Durin story. But there is a fundamental difference between, as Miss Barbeloth reminded us, the fate of every living being in Tevat has. But Durin's story, on the other hand, as Durin's connection to this world wore thin, not only have people in other words, his story can't continue. Because the author's ink.
It would seem the little dragon had made a group of.
Save it. The question is, are you
This is as far.
I suppose. The final decision. It's hard to believe I never actually left my mother's story. If that's true,
By there, I take it you mean the.
But we still don't even. If Durin belongs inside the story, then going outside of it to some.
I'm not afraid.
I second that. It would seem this is one answer you need to go seize for yourself.
So be it. Whatever obstacles stand in your way.
Invisible. It was that little dragon with sail, unfathomable edge of existence itself. And all of a sudden, bones to fracture as if struck by some transcendent realm.
Gotta keep. My consciousness is.
Keep going, Durin. A pure soul is your essence, not an empty void.
I feel so.
Stand tall, Durin. You are not some amorphous idea. Yes, Durin, but you must keep going.
I can't feel a connection.
You're not alone in this world, Durin. At the very least, you have me.
I can't remember anything. Who am I?
Your name is Durin, and there are many who still remember it.
My name is Durin.
You're taking too long. Come on, Durin, run! In this world, fate waits for no one.
Wait! Where am I meant to go? What am I supposed to do?
Go. Make your wish come true, Durin.
My wish?
Your story's not over yet!
Silence, huh? Have you nothing to say about my proposal?
Let me get this straight. You want to graft your story onto this unfinished thread of fate. And
Quite the brilliant idea. Still, the story's exactly. And the moment foretold by the...
I see. I thought my own ignorance might be the problem. That I'd asked more of the noble science, or that I had failed to discern the heavenly signs and grasp the... Little did I imagine that time itself would...
well, my friend, this has been a most intriguing experiment.
Someday, the prophecy will come to pass. So remember...
Thank you, everyone. You've helped me so much already. But, Alan, will you lend me your magic one last time? Just enough for me to keep his story alive and...
You mean you want me to extend your lifespan?
No, not in that sense. As Rheindotter once told me, the laws governing life and death, whether it lasts a day or an age, the span of one's life is determined by fate alone. If I tried to breach that law by force, I'm afraid I would... This is not a path I want to go down.
So, what...
I would like you to send this pen of mine in...
I see. Then perhaps there really is a way I could create a kind of story magic to take over the writing once you're gone. Oh, but for it to work, you would need to provide enough of your own words for it to learn from.
How much?
Oh, an immense amount. So much, in fact, that you would have to spend the rest of your life writing. And even then, I'm sorry to say, it would not last forever. No matter how much you write, there is a limit to the number of words you can leave behind. But the world itself will never stop changing. Someday, perhaps, even your entire corpus will not be enough for the magic to continue describing this world. And when that happens, the story...
Still, it's worth a try.
Oh, my dear Anya. Even after all this time, you're still...
Once he leaves Simulanka, things will only get more. I'll just have to skip over.
Anya, why do you insist on sending him? Why not just let him remain within the story? With my magic, even Fate's curse could be undone and he could live
I suppose. In fairy tales, all it takes is a heart. That's just how fairy tales end, isn't it? But have you ever wondered what happens to the main character? Tell me, Alice. In your eyes, what?
To leave a story?
Not a bad answer. It's true. My greatest regret. No matter how brilliantly a character for them, the story. But what if instead?
You mean?
You said it yourself. I can only. But I've found a way. This ink is a magic. For what is story? Even once he reaches the chapter where. And so, by leaving him
A character.
that way, he'll find.
And you no longer need to... But first of all, once he arrives in Tivat, as you gradually hand over creative control, that can...
But at the same time, he'll.
The issue is, this method taps into... In fact, it'd be hard for you to leave it.
We still have the story.
It's entirely possible he burned, but despite...
I still believe in what his hopes and wishes can be his ink.
Oh, what the writer you are, Anya. And you do know how much I love a happy ending.
Thank you, my friend. Well then, my child. Do you understand what you must do?
Yes, It's my turn to keep this story alive.
Then what's holding you back?
What will become of you after I take up this pen?
I will fade away. My child, I
know my mother died long ago. It's just, when you lose your mom too soon, it's hard to take.
Durin.
But after coming to this world and traveling it with, I suddenly realized I couldn't just sit around. Maybe this is just what growing up feels like. With all my, I'm ready to grow up now, Mom.
Then take this. You've witnessed this story from the very beginning. From here on, now I ask of you, the other pillar, will you turn the page so the next chapter can begin?
What?
Suddenly, and without warning, the powers of darkness struck. The question was, could the little dragon prevail? Alas, it was here that the story witch's tale had to end.
But Durin's tale, on the other hand, had only just begun. Stepping into his mother's memories, he picked up her pen. And so the story that was ending began anew. He had made up his mind to challenge the fate that barred the way ahead.
Looks like this is the final.
A chance to strike back at fate? Now that's not...
No! That fate no longer defined. Thunder! Watch out! Devouring claw!
No dodging this one. Here, I'll help lift you up.
Not yet! Devouring claw! Leave it, only my story shall endure. Watch out! Stop that!
Looks like there's nowhere to hide. Here, I'll cover for you.
This time, the light prevails. Thank you, Mom. And so it was that Durin defeated the darkness and rewrote his fate. But his story is far from over. Is everyone okay?
We're fine, thanks. And hey, we all saw how you fought back there. That was awesome!
I have to admit, I do feel like I owe you all so much. Without your help...
Just a shame I could only help out from the sidelines. Like I said before.
Well, I'm sure you'll
Hear what?
the chance to strike back at fate knocking at your door.
Yeah.
Allow me to just check one thing. Yes. The abyssal power within you has stabilized again. And the...
Oh, thank goodness!
I wonder what it means, though. Aside from the principles of...
Look, it all turned out fine. So just leave it.
You're leaving so soon? Well, don't humans usually throw a party?
A party? Do I look like that kind of guy? Anyway, come find me again next time you're in trouble.
In a way, though, he is right. This is Durin's moment to celebrate.
Hey, I don't blame you for asking. And honestly, I'd be perfectly happy to talk.
It's all right. I'm sure we'll get a chance at some... All right, then. Traveler and Paimon, we'll part ways here.
Okay, see? So, it's party time next? Huh?
Congratulations on completing your mission. Now then.
She must have known the moment we finished. Just like she's...
I've heard dressing appropriately is a must for socializing.
Ah, my writer and witness. It's been quite the journey.
You had special plans for the Traveler from the start.
But of course, that goes without saying. For a story to live on, it needs... I chose the Traveler as the witness because of the It's not easy finding someone with that kind of background, you know. For a moment, I even consider...
At least it made for an interesting story, right?
Huh? What are you doing here, tone-deaf bar?
With the Hexenzirkel carrying out such a risky experiment in Mondstadt, it didn't cross your mind.
Sorry for the trouble, Lord Barbados.
Think nothing of it. I dare say the Animo Archon quite enjoyed...
Here, please take a look.
Well. Somehow, despite all my careful planning, it still turned out to be... It never even crossed my mind that Rhindotter's child would be capable of handling that kind of alchemy in her stead. When he asked for help with the materials, oh my, I nearly couldn't. If only the others were here too. We could all celebrate together.
I'm right here, you know. The only one who hasn't responded is the one busy stuffing her face.
Is that you, Barbie? A little late to the party to...
Come here, child. Let me take a closer look at you.
All right, Aunt Seer Witch.
Just as I thought. This child's fate does not appear among the...
What does that mean?
Child, all you need to know is that you...
Oh.
Just like how she was in the story, huh?
Tell me, little Durin, what will you do next? I, for one, cannot wait to see how your story unfolds.
Well, there's so much I want to do.
How about settling your most recent regret?
Not so fast, tone-deaf bard! What exactly did you just tell
To make a long overdue wish come true.
Thank you once again, Alice.
How much time do you have left?
I believe these should be my final moments.
This feels like having to say our final goodbyes all over again.
I don't know how to respond. Strange. You were always such a cheerful figure in my...
Oh, please. You know full well it was your stories that first... Aside from saying goodbye to me, shouldn't you... Since the book will be his to continue.
There's no need. His mother already did that. All that remains is for me... My child, these may be the last words I get to leave you. I've always thought of the characters in my stories as my children, loving each one of them, just like a mother would. But you are the most extraordinary of them all. You alone can defy the fate of this world and write the perfect ending to my story. You alone shall leave these pages for a future I will not see. Still I say to you, fly, my sweet child. Just like a forest breeze yearns for the open sky, head into the unknown and seek an adventure to call your own. If you meet a dragon bright as 1,000 jewels, dance through the air together. You are not alone, for this world has accepted your place in it. Do not lose heart. You still have many wishes left to fulfill. A long tale awaits you, my love. Let songs and flowers be the ink that fills its pages. Take my pen and use it to continue your story.